Hey, what is going on, guys? Bruin Steel here, and this is my post-game video for the Steelers and Titans game. And I actually got done watching the Steelers game just a few minutes ago, and wow, the Steelers get the job done at Heinz Field as we beat the Titans 19 to 13. Uh, just a just a weird game overall. It's just the Steelers show up, and again, the rush defense is absolute horrible in the first half. The first half was just horrible. And it's just this team still doesn't understand that you need to play all four quarters. It's just that. And look, the rush defense was just horrible. The play calling and the offense was horrible in the first half. Like drop passes, I don't know. Ben getting sacked, the O line came. Najee Harris, man, just Najee Harris, 12 carries, only 18 rushing yards. That's just not good. Najee Harris had a bad game today. It just he had a bad day. The offensive line just can't protect Ben. Ben got went down a couple times, and it's just it's this team, man. Just you don't get creative on offense, and it just Claypool I don't know. Claypool dropped the pass, and there's so many mistakes in the first half. The first half just didn't go our way, and it's just it's sad. It really is. But we got the win. We got the win today, and look, the rush defense still needs a lot of work. This Steelers rush defense ain't going nowhere in the playoffs. This rush defense was horrible. Look, last week I said that Derrick Henry is going to destroy us, and I didn't realize maybe he was going to play. I don't know if Derrick Henry was going to be playing, but Deonta Foreman killed this rush defense. Like 22 carries, he had 22 carries, 108 yards of rushing. It's, that's just him. And they had one touchdown. They were killing us. Like they had a what was it? Was it like a 2 minute drive, 19 plays? You rarely see that. Am I getting somewhere? You rarely see so much time with a ball possession with that many minutes. The Titans just killed us on time management. It's just I think it was like 20 play. I don't know how many plays it was, but they went for 19 minutes with the ball. That's just that, and it was just my God, like I don't know. We got to Ryan Tannehill a couple times. My boy right here, DJ Watt, got a couple of sacks. He was shaking up a little bit in the second half, late in the second half with a hip injury. Obviously Pat Fryerman. Obviously Pat Fryerman went down with a concussion. He didn't return, so he might be missing a few games. Pat Fryerman, and you bring in Zach Gentry. Yeah, you bring in Zach Gentry to replace the injured Pat Fryman, and he makes a great play with a stiff arm. That was an amazing play by Zach Gentry. Um, Ben Roethlisberger had one touchdown, one rushing yard touchdown. It took some time to get the touchdown. First and goal, Najee Harris got completely blocked from the end zone, so the Titans stopped us on first and goal. Second and third, second and goal and third and goal. I think we got stopped as well, and then Ben Roethlisberger tries to sneak in. Ben Roethlisberger tries to sneak in the end zone twice. The first time he wasn't successful, but he managed to sneak a touchdown by himself, and that was the only touchdown we had, and it's just ridiculous, man. Four turnovers, four turnovers the Titans had. One interception, which was intercepted by Joe Scobert, was one intercepted. Ryan Tannehill, four. Let me tell you. Let me just say this out loud. Four turnovers to us zero. Four turnovers. All four of those turnovers led to Steeler field goals. Like, are you kidding me? The offense couldn't do anything after these turnovers. You get four turnovers and you only capitalize on field goals. Like, get a touchdown, my mans. Like, it's just I hate when we win by field goals, but it is what it is. Like, okay, so the first turnover, it was free. It was basically three fumbles. It was three fumbles, and one interception. Ryan Tannehill threw a pick, and it was Joe Scobert who picked it up with the interception, and then that led to a field goal. Just like Najee Harris just had a bad game today. Just couldn't get anywhere, and I don't know. It just Chris Wormley had a sack. We had a couple sacks today. It just the first half wasn't a good. The Steelers just didn't play a good first half. The second half came around, and the Steelers were there. We were down 7-0, and then we kind of stopped them. They were up 10-0, and then I don't know. We had a field goal. We had a field goal. They fumbled the ball, then we hit a field goal 10-3, and then they hit a field goal 13-3, and then I'm like, oh my god, it's one of those games. And then like the second half comes around, and this team comes out of nowhere. It's like last week. This team plays a horrible, horrible first half. This week and last week was just two horrible first half games, and out of nowhere, the Steelers just come out of nowhere in the second half. A good drive. Ben Roethlisberger gets the touchdown to extend the game to a 3-point game. So 13-10. I'm like, okay, we got something going, and would you know, the Titans fumble the fucking ball, and then we can't get a touchdown. I'm like, man, a tie game, 13-13. The defense literally just, I don't know, the defense literally just collapsed, and no, the defense just literally just like kind of collapsed, and then would you know, we got another turnover, and then we still can't capitalize. We get like 2 field goals. It's just basically a field goal. It's just a field goal party today. That's basically what it was today. One touchdown by Ben, and the rest were just field goals off of turnovers and just whatever. But it just, Ben Roethlisberger went for 148 yards of passing. Najee Harris, like I said, the stats just 12 carries, 18 yards. It's just horrible. Deontay Johnson had 1 carry. The rushing was bad for Najee Harris. Chase Claypool had 1 carry, 7 yards. Deontay Johnson 1 carry, 10 yards. That's just him. And the receiving, it just first half, like I said, the play calling is just terrible, absolute horrible. It was like I don't know what Matt Canada is thinking. Like you dump a pass to Najee Harris on 3rd and 14. Like it was a short pass. Like that's not. It's just this Steelers team is just not aggressive enough. Like even when we got those 4 turnovers, we just weren't aggressive enough, and we just couldn't get the first down that led to 4 field goals. It's just pathetic, man. It really is. And Chris Boswell was 4 and 5. Chris Boswell was 4 and 5 in hitting field goals. He missed a field goal at halftime. Like I don't get the play calling there. Like you're down 13. You're down 13-3 before halftime, and you call a timeout, and then you try to run down. It doesn't like. There's no point because you're down, and the Titans obviously get the ball back. They obviously get the ball back at halftime, and you try to go down the field, and the play calling is just horrible. But I want to talk about how we actually won this game. Obviously, the defense probably won us this game. The offense was just horrible today. Can't capitalize on the turnovers. So many stupid plays in the first half. It's just horrible. And it came down to the last field goal that put us up 19-13. The Titans were running down the field. The Titans were just going right down the field, killing our defense. It's the same thing with this team, man. If the defense plays well, the offense just is horrible. And if the offense is doing well, the defense just gives up. It's just this team, man. It really is. And going back to how we actually win this game, pretty much the hero, pretty much who saved us are Haden. So the Titans, there's only like 2 minutes left. The Titans go down the field, and they're facing what, 4th and 1. We tried to stop them. It was close, but it just we just didn't stop them. And Foreman managed to get the first down. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, we're about to lose this game. And we actually, I think one of the penalties, like I don't remember who fumbled the ball. I think it was Deontay Johnson, Claypool, whoever. Deontay Johnson, one of those three fumbled the ball. But thankfully, the Titans were called for a roughing the passer by hitting Ben low in the knees, and thankfully we got the ball back, and it just led to another field goal. It's retarded, man. Field goals are the worst. Touchdowns are much better, way better. But last play of the game. 4th and 6. Ryan Tannehill to throw. Snaps the ball. Looking. He finds someone's open. He tries to get the first down. And the man who makes the play, fucking Joe freaking Haden. Welcome back, my man. Prevents the Titans on getting a first down on 4th down and 6. They had to review it a couple times, and it was clear as day. It took some time, but it was clear as day that he didn't get the first down, and Heinz Field goes wild, and the Steelers get the job down 19-13. Joe Hayden might have just saved our season right there. And wow, welcome back, Joe Hayden. I would say what a game, but this offense still needs a lot of work. This defense still needs a lot of work because next week you go into Kansas City. It's gonna be tough, and Kansas City is playing well, and we gotta. Keith Butler needs to make arrangement for this defense. This rush defense has been horrible. This rush defense was horrible tonight. The Titans, their rushing yards, 108 yards on the ground, 22 carries for Deonta Foreman. That's just him. The rush defense clearly it was horrible. Last week, you give up 117 yards on the ground last week, and it's not even halftime last week against the Vikings. That's how bad the rush defense is. With a defense like this, you're not making the playoffs. Sure, Steeler fans are saying, "Oh, well, we beat the Titans. Our season is still alive." But keeping up with a defense like this is not going to make the playoff for you. Other than that, this team is just, they can't play well. They can't play all 4 quarters. It's just that sad. And if you can't play all 4th quarter, just forget about the playoffs. It's just, the Steelers team has so many issues. Matt Canada is like literally not. He made stupid plays. Like it's so sad that we have. It's so sad that we have an offensive coordinator, but most of the time it's Big Ben calling the shots, and he's going to be gone at the end of this year, the end of this season. Like that's basically what the issue was when we had Randy Fittner. Randy Fittner was a bum. I hated Randy Fittner, and every good play that we made with Randy Fittner as offensive coordinator, it was probably Big Ben calling the shots, and that's what he's doing right now. That's basically what. Look, Matt Canada made some good creative plays, but it's just not enough, man. When you're on the goal line, run the damn fucking ball. It's great that you ran the ball with Najee Harris, but he got collapsed. Ben Roethlisberger's quarterback sneak to get a touchdown. It's not that hard, like literally. But anyways, this Steelers team, man, it just look, a win is a win, and I will take it. But the performance today was just, I wouldn't necessarily say that today felt like a win, but the defense won us. Defense hands down. Chris Boswell and the defense hands down won us this game today. The offense just unbelievably no. How do you put this? This offense today just had no faith, no effort, no. Let's just say the offense today just didn't have any effort at all. I mean, my God, like the stupid throws, the stupid play calling by Matt Canada. Ben Roethlisberger got sacked. We were trying to get a first down. Ben Roethlisberger got good product. There was this one play. There was this one play that Ben Roethlisberger had a good. He was getting the offensive line was protecting him, but he goes straight, runs in front, and he gets sacked. You literally just ran in front of a rush defense, and I don't know what to say. I mean, look, a win is a win. I'll take it, but the performance on this offense was just ferocious today. Um, I mean, we had one good drive all game. It led to a I think it was a 15-yard roughing the passer, or I don't remember what it was, but the Steelers kind of made a good drive, and then it led to a Ben Roethlisberger touchdown. That was like the only good play that we had, but it just it was just horrible, man. It's just the offense, man. Just basically, Chris Boswell won us this game today because of the nonstop field goals. We can't fucking capitalize on turnovers. Titans had 4 turnovers, 1 interception, 3 fumbles. One of them was actually it was kind of popped up, and then it was kind of a fumble that turned into an interception. It was kind of a weird angle, but 4 turnovers, and you only get field goals out of them. That's just that, man. It's just so yeah. Today's win was all on the defense. The defense won us this game, and Chris Boswell. That field goal that he missed was just a terrible decision making by Mike Tomlin and Matt Canada. So, I mean, but anyways, the Steelers get the W. It didn't seem. Many might say that it might not feel like a win because the offense played horrible, but Chris Boswell and the defense showed up today. We have to see what the update on Pat Fryman. He didn't return due to concussion, and DJ Watt was shaken up a little bit in the rib. This man just overpassed James Harrison of sacks. This guy, 17 sacks in the league. This man is a beast. Get his jersey. DJ Watt is a beast. Alex Highsmith. They all played well, I guess. But anyways, that is my recap video. The Steelers get the job done at Heinz Field against the Titans, 19-13, and we improved to 7-6-1 on the season. And look, the playoff hopes aren't. Our playoff hopes are just. It's not over. Our playoff hopes aren't over, but this team still has a lot of work to do. You go into Kansas City next week to play the Chiefs. Look, it is said that Arrowhead is really hard to play, but we have to see. This offense needs to make something happen. This offense needs to play better. And this rush defense just needs to get better as well. Keith Butler, Matt Canada, and Mike Tomlin needs to make arrangements. They need to make adjustments. With a performance like this, you're not going to win in the playoff. With a performance like this, you're not going to beat Kansas City next week. You're not going to beat the Browns. You're not going to beat the Ravens. You're not going to. That's the last couple of games that you played for the season. You go into Kansas City, and then you play the Browns, and then you play the Ravens, and you end the season. So that's just it. But anyways, I am Bruin Steel. A win is a win. The Steelers get the job done. 19-13. It feels good, I guess, but it's just the offense was horrible. But anyways, I'll be here for my post-game video for the Chiefs game next week. The Steelers and Chiefs at Arrowhead. It should be an interesting game, but still, a lot of adjustment and work needs to be done. But anyways, I want to give a shout out to all my Steeler video makers. Renegade 412, who doesn't make videos. I know you're retired, but shout out to you, buddy. Steel Jackson, who doesn't do videos a lot anymore. Steel Jackson, Steel Jedi, Steel Maiden, Eric of Steel, Lady of One, Lady of Steel, and the Steel Twins, who were, I believe the Steel Twins were at this game, so I hope you guys had fun. The Steel Twins were at the game, so Inside Wrestling Truth, I will give you a shout out as well. You probably don't do videos anymore. And MacMan70, all you Steeler video makers, Steeler Fan Nation, a win is a win. Anyways, I am Bruin Steel. If you notice, I'm wearing my Santa hat. Christmas is around the corner, so I want to wish you guys happy holidays, stay safe, and this is pretty much a Steeler Christmas gift to us, a win at Heinz Field against the Titans. But anyways, I'm cutting this video. I hope you guys enjoy. I am out. Peace. Go Steelers.